So, good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to our seventh acceler8. For those of you who've been here before, or at some of our other events in Munich, Zurich, Geneva, Interlaken, you know the trick. So this event is not so much about us telling you about how great Exoscale is. It's more about customers and partners showing their real-life use cases and sharing their real-life experiences as openly and as transparently as possible. And well, besides those sessions we have in this room, there's a lot of networking opportunity outside with the light lunch we had, or later on with the light dinner. What is really great to see is slowly but steadily the community is growing, the community of customers and partners and people interested. People were in the last couple of years mostly interested because we could guarantee data privacy. But since around about 1 year, the sovereignty aspect is adding on top. So more and more customers are coming to us concerned about sovereignty. That was fueled by the war in Europe, by the corona pandemic, and by a number of measures that have been implemented by organizations and countries all around the world, but particularly in Europe, with the NIS2 directive just around the corner, already signed off by the European Union, being implemented by the national countries all around Europe. And all those measures together basically help Europe and the countries and organizations on our continent to be more sovereign. But what do we mean by more sovereign? Where do we stand today? The World Economic Forum in 2021 made a study how much of the data in the Western world, like data like from household appliances on your computers, from your cars, machinery data, how much of that data in the Western world is being stored where? And 92% of this data is stored on US-owned servers. So that doesn't go super nicely together with the sovereignty aspect, obviously. And as more companies are looking for alternatives, we, as Exoscale, want to provide you with such an alternative. But the alternative obviously needs to be a solid one, meaning you need to have all the facilities and functionalities you need to run your modern work applications and workloads at ease. And those of you who've been here before probably know this slide. So we've innovated a lot over the last couple of years. Overall, Exoscale is now 10 years on the market and brought us to where we are today, like a fully featured infrastructure as a service and platform as a service product with everything you need to run those workloads. And as compared to the last acceler8 event, we've done a lot. We've implemented private instances. You got a new identity and access management version, IAM version 3, with superb granularity you won't find anywhere else in Europe. We've added Grafana, and we are step by step completing our open source database as a service portfolio, step by step. And on the object storage side, we implemented versioning and object lock, particularly for our peers from A1, because a lot of the object storage data that is today on legacy boxes from A1 will go into a fully managed S3 object storage powered by Exoscale. So we're talking about 5 petabyte making the move over the course of the next couple of months. And with that, we will continue. The biggest and most relevant piece for this year is most likely block storage. I know some of you are waiting for it. In H2, we'll be live in production. And if you're interested to know more about it, we've got the whole team here, Pierre-Yves, Antoine, myself. Reach out to us and discuss all your questions and thoughts with us. But having a fully featured platform that is fully owned by us in terms of it's all our own IP or it is open source, so the combination of the two, which gives us full sovereignty, is obviously not enough. It also depends where do we run those services. And today, or up until today, we had zones in Geneva, in Zurich, in Frankfurt, in Munich, in Vienna, and in Sofia. And as of today, A second zone is available in Austria, which is the Vienna 2 zone. The Vienna 2 zone is hosted at the next generation data center of A1 in Vienna. It's one of the most modern data centers around in this country. It's one of the most energy efficient data centers out there. And we are using the newest chipsets from Intel in this data center. Meaning we are part of the early access program for Sapphire Rapid, so the latest and greatest in Intel's processor technology. So you also get the latest and greatest if you use this zone when it comes to performance, when it comes to reliability, when it comes to energy efficiency, but also when it comes to security. Because some of you might have heard about our confidential compute theme. So we are continuously and step by step basically making our platform more secure, making our platform more trustworthy, working on encrypting data in transit, encrypting data at rest, but also encrypting data in use. And to be able to encrypt data in use, we need those facilities that the newest Intel chipsets provide to us. And besides the security aspect, the one topic that's probably the hottest topic around is climate change, hottest topic in that sense. So we want to make sure that whatever workloads you run on us, you can be sure that you run your workloads in a green environment. So we are partnering with the Green Web Foundation. So you can, if you run your workloads on us, basically register yourselves at the website, and it basically tells you if your workload is running on a green platform like Exoscale. It's true for our own platform, www.exoscale.com, but if you're a software as a service provider, or if you're responsible for a certain service in an enterprise, and your ESG colleagues want to know how green is basically the environment where you run your workload on, then this is the check that you can basically do, and this is the label that you can show on your website to demonstrate how green your software and service is. With that, we have basically a super simple, scalable, safe, and green platform at hand for your workloads. The only thing to complete this, we need to come up with another word for green that starts with an S, because then it fits the slogan a bit nicer, but that's basically what we do. And with that, I would like to keep myself very short and hand over then to Bea. Bea will guide you through the day and through a number of great presentations. And I hope to talk to as many of you as possible throughout the next couple of hours, and have fun and enjoy a valuable day.